don't want to believe that it works. I don't want to believe in it.
It's pretty wild. That's why I'm like, if you don't get good at using it now, you're gonna be pretty fucked.
Both of my knees have been bothering me a little bit. My right knee is acting. It's very dull pain to the. Okay. It's not gonna. So it's not pain that it's gonna like hinder me from doing anything. Are we doing hamstrings at all? I can do a little bit. I want to do mostly quad. Okay. It's mostly quad. I mean, I could throw it. Well, let's not do any hamstrings today because I'm going to deadlift tomorrow. Okay. So I'm going to do a hamstring curl before I deadlift tomorrow. Anyway. Well, you can put whatever you want. So today we're on, what is this thing called again? NeuFit?
NeuX NX Pro.
NeuX NX Pro. This is Eddie Shepard, good friend of mine, head trainer at Revive Gym. And he's really good with these machines, and I'm having some knee pain, which is frustrating because we're like in the first week of prep, but it's okay, and we have ways around it. So, and actually, I did this with Eddie last time I prepped for the exact same reason. I was having some knee pain. Yep. I was having some knee pain, and he put this on me. We were able to train legs effectively without causing any knee pain, and then I got to a point where my knee pain actually kind of went away. So I didn't have to keep using the machine. I was able to just go back to training legs how I was before. But for now, because the knee pain is, maybe a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. It's not super significant. It's not really hindering my workouts, but it's dull and it's there. And it's that type of pain where I've had this before, and if I ignore it for too long, it'll pick up and just get worse. And we can't afford to not be training legs during prep at all. So this is just something that I wanted to spearhead early on rather than wait until it gets bad.
Yeah, we'll warm you up pretty good, and then we'll throw you on the pendulum. And then we'll do a press, an extension, and then kind of see where you're at. Okay. Maybe a split squat. Okay. So let me walk you through what I've been doing for quads. So I have always been starting with an extension just as a warm up for the knee. Then we would do a single leg press on the hip press. We would do a dual leg press on the hip press, and then either a hack squat or the pendulum, the way that you have it set up. Okay. And so I don't care the order of anything. I don't care really, honestly, which exercises we even really do. So just I'll let you just run it really at this point. We'll warm up with like this functional shit. Yep. And then we can go hard into like a very high output pendulum. Yep. Yeah, when I moved to Florida, I started investing in the shorts that have the built-in compression shorts in them. So you don't have to have extra humidity down there. Right? Yeah, dude, smart. It gets a little musty down there. Yeah. It's too hot. Too hot here. Gets funky quick. Yeah, it does. We are in that time of the year right now, too. Yeah, we are. I did my walk this morning, and I came back, and I was like, "Whoa, it's hot!" Like, man, I'm just gonna feed through your shirt so we don't have any cables. Okay. I've never done this, but I think it was. And it was 7. It was 7 in the morning. I did my walk, and I was like, "It's hot." Is there pain in that popping? No, that's not even the one that hurts. Okay. It's that knee makes no sense. It clicks all the time. I can get this click literally any time of day.
I noticed that when you hack squat.
Every rep, every rep.
Yeah, you get here.
I get that with clients. I'm always
and Jeff asks me like when he cracks it, he's like, "Do you feel that?" And I was like, "Yes, I feel it cracking, but it doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't. It's literally it's literally nothing." You're good. Yeah, they're tingling a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to think crazy.
Yeah, my quads are pretty crazy.
I was wearing different shoes for probably the last 4.5 months of training legs. And they were a raised heel, which at first was doing great things. I've never had really like knee problems other than like in prep. And I was feeling great with those raised heels training quads because it would help me get into flexion. And I just honestly think that like over time, I was putting myself into too much flexion. I was just putting too much wear on my knee. So I need to be a little smarter now.
Hack squat, and we'll use a decent amount of reverse tension. So I mean, you can get into a lot of knee flexion without killing the knees.
Okay.
There. Up. Up. 8. Up. 9. Come on. 2. Go.
Go.
Up. One more.
Ooh.
Go. Come on.
Very good.
Oh.
Yeah, that is a really good knee. Like squat press. What do you want?
5.
Two? Good.
Okay.
2?
This is what you look like at the end of your normal workout.
Yeah.
Bro, we've tweaked it to extensions. Extensions are going to be great. Squat weight. Come on. Push. 4.
Come on, big man.
Up. Come on. 5. One at a time. Up. Come on.
Okay.
Stay there.
Ish.
1.
Ish.
2.
Ish.
3. 5. Come on.
Drive. Yeah. Come on. You got 10. You're good. Lock it. Up. Yeah. Drive. Come on. Come on. Good. I'm gonna fix all that before we get there. Just check the rep. All right, we're gonna work at number 1 for a set or 2, so feel it out. Then we'll go to number 2 for a set, and then we'll go to number 4 for a set, and then we'll go to number 2, and we'll start holding for a hard contraction at the top. And then once we find a good weight that we want to work with, hard set of 8 to 10 with a 2-second contraction at the top, and then at number 2, and we're going to switch it all the way to number 3. Go as many as you can without overly contracting at the top because most of the load is at the bottom.
Yep.
Go to failure, and then switch it all the way back to number 2. While I change the 2. But I'll go over that again. Top it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can talk about 11, 12, 3, 2, 1 more. Okay. Harder contraction on this machine here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me 3. 3, 2.
Oh my God. It's like I hardly feel like we've really even done anything. 2 sets on the pendulum. Essentially 1 drop set on the hip press. And, you know, an easy set of 15 here, and then that was a more challenging set of 10 here with a 1-second pause in the contraction, and now it's going to be like hell. But after we do this, we're going to do some like free motion movements. So thank you. Body weight has been kind of pretty steady. After that first week, dropped to about 222.5. Matt had me do a refeed, and weight went up about 1 pound, and then cleared that, and now I've been holding like 221.5, 222.5 for the last 2 days. So we're pretty steady here. I don't imagine like it'll just keep falling down. We'll have to like make some changes, but my physique is improving in composition while the weight is kind of maintaining, and that's just from, you know, higher step count and more activity overall, because I'm actually doing cardio now, where up until this point in the off season I wasn't doing any cardio. My step count was really low, so my just overall activity levels were low. So now that they're higher, we're just able to recomp a little bit and improve without necessarily having body weight fall, which is nice. It's kind of fun to see that, and I'm hoping to not have to drop 40 plus pounds this time like I did for nationals. But it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I don't really care what the scale says. I'm going to be way better this time, and that's all there is to it. I mean, bodybuilding is just a sport of trying to improve upon your previous best time and time again. And from a placing standpoint, if you do that, you then just hope that your placings reflect the improvements that you're making. But as you compete in more and more competitive shows against better and better competition, that doesn't always mean that just because you're getting better every time that you're going to be improving your placings every time.
Alright, I'm going to explain this here. Okay. So this is a cast set. I learned this from Coach Cassim up at N1 in Boulder, Colorado. We are going to use the prime piece here to work the maximum shortening range on this extension here.
for as many minutes as we can while holding for 2 seconds at the top. Once he gets to failure, we're going to move it all the way back down to the most lengthening portion of this machine, which is number 3. Do as many as you can to failure. Go back to number 2, get it to the top of the extension, squeeze for 2 seconds for as many as you can, and then that's it. I'm also going to be matching the frequency of the machine to the tension points of this machine. 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2. One more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. All the way down. Stay there. Same weight. Hard out of the hole. Yeah. 1, 2. That's it. 3, 4, 5. Come on. 6, 7. 1. Good. All the way down. All the way down. Stay there. Stay there. That's it, man. Everything you got. Hard contraction. 1, 2, 2, 2. Come on. 3, 2. Go, let's go, let's go. Up, up. 4, 2, 3. As high as you can. Go. 3, 2. Oh. Probably one of the hardest things he's ever done. That wasn't like loaded on his back.
Oh my God. My quads just like stopped working.
Yeah, you're good.
I was trying to contract and just
Yeah.
nothing was, couldn't move.
You work one tension point to complete failure, go to the other point to complete failure, and then while you're at that other point, you're giving that shortening point of the muscle a little bit of rest,
Yeah.
and then you go straight back to it.
Yeah.
So it's like the first two are like, oh, that's not that bad, and then they're like, oh shit, that's bad.
Yeah, and then Eddie increased the weight when I wasn't looking too, because this is a lot heavier than what my warm-up
That's
sets
the
were.
way I should change it. So now this knee should drop in that gap here, and then you can drift pretty far forward there.
Okay.
There you go. 5, then adjusted. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. At least one. Come on. Get you. 13. So not just specifically for this movement, because this is technically a unilateral movement, but the other leg is getting a lot of load while stabilizing, and it's working from the stretch position. After finishing the one leg, whether it's the right or the left, take as much time as you need before breaking before the next leg. Because if not, he wouldn't be able to go and do the same amount of reps with that load that he just did if we just went straight into it.
Absolutely.
I was like, yep.
I mean, it just makes logical sense. Like, if we're doing unilateral work, it doesn't make any sense to go balls to the wall failure on your, it doesn't matter if it's non-dominant or dominant side, and then 30 seconds later going into another set. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. You're not recovered, your heart rate's still elevated, your lungs haven't caught up. Like, you've got to just recover and rest. It's just the same thing as a rest time between a normal set. It's just, this is a normal set, it's just unilateral instead of bilateral. that felt good. Without the stim on, I probably could do like maybe one more movement, but there's not really any point after having done the pendulum squat, hip press, the leg extensions, and then 2 sets per leg on a split squat. There's not really a ton of point in doing more now. In hindsight, I probably could have gone a little bit heavier on the split squat, but my goal on that was to just make sure my rep execution was perfect, because on the hip press I went a little too aggressive on the weight, and I like really struggled to go like a set of 6 on that first round. Whereas when I did the back off at 6 plates, which was immediately after, so it wasn't really a back up, it was more of a drop set, I was able to crank out another, what, 8 to 10 reps?
Yeah.
So probably should have done a working set of 8, but that's okay. You live and learn, and we'll make the changes next time. I will probably have him periodically run me through a leg day with these on until I really get this knee thing figured out, because that was really effective. Like, my quads are spent, like flexing my quad here, and like you can even just feeling them, like there's so much blood in my legs right now that it's just like crazy. Don't have much of an adductor pump right now, but not bad. Might actually hit adductors right now because I have a little bit left in the tank, and that's an area that we didn't hit today. So, but not bad, not bad. It was really good. I really appreciate Eddie for running us through and fitting me in kind of last minute, while also doing some talking points and some teaching for you guys. So that's all she wrote today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Eddie's Instagram is @QualityMuscle. We'll put it right up here. So if you guys are ever in the Stuart area, or if you're ever just looking for some good information, he's great at what he does. He's the head personal trainer here at Revive Gym in Stuart, Florida. So please give him a follow, reach out to him if you ever want to try the what is it? Fit X Pro. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's basically it's basically like the newbie machine. That's the only one that I know by heart, the name. But it's really effective, especially for working around injuries. Justin O'Donnell was doing this when he was rehabbing his knee after he had an MCL sprain, and he was able to train legs. His legs actually got better in the like 4 or 5 weeks that he was training on the machine every week. So, all right, wrapping this up. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you next time.